Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So last week we discussed Super Rugby Pacific semi-final fixtures. We already knew who won that. It was the Crusaders and the Blues. They then went on to play in the Super Rugby final at Eden Park. Blues were absolutely stunned from the performance of the Crusaders. They absolutely destroyed them. So Crusaders took home the Super Rugby trophy, and that summed up the Super Rugby season for 2022. And now we are on to our July internationals, which are coming up in about a week. So our first match that we're starting off with is All Blacks and Ireland. So the last time we saw these two teams play was actually November last year. That was a game absolutely dominated by Ireland. All Blacks had some good defence though, but they couldn't hold out. Ireland ended up winning that one 29-20 in Dublin. It was a good performance from the Irish, but All Blacks, they're back at Eden Park. Sell-out crowd, having them for 3 tests in New Zealand. So it's going to be a tight first game. I'm picking it to go down to the wire, but I'm picking the All Blacks to just pull through in that first test. So, yeah. Now we have England and Australia. So Australian teams have been better than usual in Super Rugby. They've had some good players. Obviously, no Quade Cooper. He's gone overseas. So they're looking at lots of new young options. Lolosio. They're also bringing in Leota. I think they're going to start him at flanker over Harry Wilson. There's been lots of changing. Obviously, Rob Valentini, Michael Hooper. So, yeah, that's the Wallabies. England, they have come off a friendly against the Barbarians. That wasn't a game to be highlighted as the best for England. They didn't really show up. Barbarians destroyed them. That was a good performance from them. So England will be looking to bounce back under Eddie Jones and pull a 3-test victory against the Wallabies. So that's a good match to look out for. Coming next weekend. So now we have Wales and the Springboks. So the Springboks, coming off their rugby championship tournament, I think they can be pleased with the way they played, because obviously missing out a year in 2020 and being able to come back still under COVID and be able to beat the All Blacks and also beating the Welsh in the Northern Tour. That was pretty good for them. So, but they did lose their recent game to England, so they'll be looking to bounce back in the new 2022 season. Wales, coming off a disappointing Six Nations series, more losses than wins, wasn't the best for the Welsh, so they'll be looking to head into this test series with a lot of confidence. First game coming up next weekend as well. That should be very entertaining. So we've got lots of matchups around the park that will probably keep us entertained for the whole weekend from each game. So, yeah, just stay tuned and the games will be there. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.